I'm Amanda Cadran, and I am 35 years old. I have a 4-year-old son, and I've been married for 10 years. I'm finishing up my PhD at NC State University in instructional technology, and I've been teaching for about 10 years, and I am a postpartum depression and anxiety survivor. So for me, everything was great up until about 3 weeks postpartum, and I started having some feelings of anxiety. I started feeling panicky, but I didn't know what it was, and all of a sudden I had trouble sleeping. So I went to see my doctor, and I was given a prescription for medication and a flyer for a local support group. I went to see a therapist, and after that I took some medication and ended up having a severe allergic reaction to it, which set off about a week-long panic attack. From then I just spiraled into several months of severe anxiety and depression. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't drive, I couldn't really do anything at all, and I felt like I would never get over this and feel better. Eventually, with a lot of support and a lot of help, I got some therapy in a group setting from a local group here called Moms Supporting Moms. I'm a volunteer for them now, and it's really rewarding. I also was in a trial program at UNC Chapel Hill at the UNC Women's Mood Disorders Clinic, and that helped greatly in terms of what I was dealing with, but also for my husband, because we went to therapy together. And little by little, I started to come back to myself. I tried a new medication, and it took the full 9 weeks, but I got there. I didn't think it would happen, but eventually the good days started to outnumber the bad. I remember vividly one day when my son was maybe 3 months old, and I had to make the decision to stop breastfeeding because of the medication that I was on. It was really difficult for me, and I remember thinking that he would never love me and that he would never want to spend time with me because I was going through all these things, and somehow he would know that. And my husband said, just you wait, one day he's going to run through the door screaming your name, saying I love you, and that's exactly what's happening now. And so I can say without a doubt that whatever we need to do to get ourselves better makes us better moms. And there's absolutely no shame in reaching out for help. As a matter of fact, of all the moms that I've worked with who have called our warm line, it's the strongest moms who can reach out and get the help they need. I can say that it is really important to surround yourself with supportive people, even if that are volunteers from the organization in your area. Here we're very lucky to have some wonderful support groups, but to do whatever is necessary to get better is the most important thing, and any decision you make to do that is okay. I remember sitting at the support group. At first I really could just go and listen. I really couldn't even talk that much because I was just in a bad spot. But listening to people's stories at all levels of their recovery, it made me realize that there was an end to this, and that as long as I kept coming back, that I'd be okay. I also found it really amazing to hear other people's stories about things like medication, family issues, how to handle things like the guilt over what we were going through. And from the volunteers, some of whom are really good friends of mine right now, I could see that the recovery could be complete. And I think that was the most important thing for me. I would just say that regardless of where you live or what you do, the only important thing is your love for your family, and that you're willing to share your stories with other people and to try to be brave, because the more that you can talk about whatever your life situation is, the more it could potentially help someone else.